Welcome back to Nerd Wars, and you guessed it, I'm finally making videos again, and we're starting off talking about Wil Wheaton. Super nerd, gets to represent all of us nerds in media. When I say talking about Wil Wheaton, I mean screaming about Wil Wheaton.
I almost used the F word.
I'm going to do my best not to say gamer words. I will let the clips do that for me.
It's like pure concentrated evil.
Listen, I'm not going to take too much time, but I did want to just give you a little context why Shazam is standing here talking to you about these various things.
Star Trek alum Wil Wheaton takes aim at Shazam star Zachary Levi over his endorsement of Donald Trump, when really it was more an endorsement of RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard, and then through them an endorsement of Trump. But ignore all of that. What a disappointment. What a disgrace. How disgusting. I'm going to do my best not to say gamer words. I'm going to try.
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
So I saw one conservative outlet call Zachary Levi a superstar. Not exactly. So we got a campaign event for Donald Trump where we got Zachary Levi speaking with RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard. And here's what he has to say.
My parents were Kennedy Democrats that then turned into Reagan Republicans, and they taught me to have a healthy level of distrust for the government.
How dare you?
And a healthy level of distrust for industry that runs amok.
The message.
We live in a country that has been hijacked by a lot of people who want to take this place way off the cliff, and we're here to stop that, right? We're here to make sure that we are going to take back this country. We are going to make it great again. We are going to make it healthy again.
You can't keep getting away with it.
President Trump is the man that can get us there, and he's going to get us there because he's going to have the backing and the support and the wisdom and the knowledge and the fight that exists in Robert Kennedy Jr. and former Representative Tulsi Gabbard.
I had no idea Levi was based. I love Shazam even more now. Shazam 1 even more now. 9.1 million views. So needless to say, this triggered some wackos. Oh, what's that? He's not done quite yet? Finished his remarks in support of Trump by saying that people supporting Kamala are being lied to by the media and that all Americans are being poisoned through the food we eat, the news we consume, and Big Pharma's drugs.
Yes, yes.
So this happened a few days ago. The news for today is Wil Wheaton responding, because Wil Wheaton's allowed to be as political as he wants, which is what most of this video is going to be about.
It is groundbreaking and wonderful that Star Trek has introduced non-binary and transgender characters into this universe.
Of course he's a Rusky, but he's a retard or something.
But oh, Zachary Levi, he comes out and says something political once. People are like, oh, I didn't know he was based, because he's so non-political most of the time. Whereas Wil Wheaton, on the other hand, I had to keep it I had to keep it to like 8 tabs for him. I could have done a whole lot more. He's as political as it gets. He has a whole website apparently I just learned about, assuming it's actually him, where it's like his political journal. We'll be getting to it.
I almost used the F word.
Wil Wheaton is feeling disgusted. Something I love about our nerd community is how welcoming and diverse we are. Yeah, we used to be very welcoming before all the crazies took over and started banning everyone. Diverse, we were as diverse as we could be. We not only looked diverse and were diverse on the insides, we were diverse with ideas. The most important kind of diversity. The only diversity we really have any control over. Nope, can't have that. You gotta think exactly like us. And you're not allowed to talk a single time, but we won't shut up. We won't shut up about our politics.
I almost used the F word.
We are a safe place for everyone who has ever been othered. Immediately, second sentence says safe space.
Commie, traitor to our country!
Freaking commies, man. Safe place? No, oh my God. And you're in Hollywood, the least safe place on the planet. A safe place for everyone who has ever been othered? Othered. Try being a straight white man, Wil Wheaton. Try doing that for once.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Try not wearing a mask or taking the jab. Try not doing that during lockdowns. Then you'll see what it's like to actually be othered, systemically discriminated against. Or just try being a straight white male for once. We are a safe place for vulnerable people to come together. Our side is an actual safe place for vulnerable people to come together. And we are insanely supportive. Meanwhile, your side just tears everyone down. Your idea of supporting vulnerable people is, have you ever considered maybe you're the wrong gender?
What the hell is even that?
and safely love all the wonderful nerdy stuff we love. Well, we don't have a whole lot left anymore. All you crazies destroyed it.
I would love so much if you would talk about what it means personally, getting to represent these communities, getting to represent your communities in a mainstream science fiction show.
I almost used the F word.
Safely love what the nerd? It's a nerd space. You safely love? Have you ever had like a disagreement where you really like something and another nerd really hated it? That really is safe love. A lot of bashing heads, and that's a good thing. Because as normal nerds, we can have differences, and it's perfectly fine. They can't have differences. If you have differences with them, they put you into camps, such as during lockdowns.
A healthy level of distrust for the government.
With that in mind, I think it's pretty important for anyone who supports Nerd HQ. Is that an actual like thing, or is that just you appointing yourself as like the CEO of Nerddom?
I almost used the F word.
Knows who and what they are supporting. What? I don't... Okay, so you guys give me a bunch of crazy commies, which I've got lots and lots of evidence for here shortly, but he's not allowed to just come out and do a little bit of campaigning in an election year a month before an election? And you celebrities won't shut up about it for like the entire year? What a disappointment. What a disgrace. How disgusting. Literally shaking.
You are really dumb. For real.
And that was originally the end, but then quick edit here, gently pointing anyone who's not aware of it to the paradox of tolerance. Oh, don't get me started on how you guys have abused tolerance and our virtues and our goodwill. A place is not safe if you can't keep out the people who would make it unsafe. And we're in charge of saying who is unsafe. And that's anyone who disagrees with my fifis. This includes non-physical safety. Oh my God, literally my fifis. Oh my God. I'm gonna use the F word. And fundamental human rights, like killing black babies in the womb, are not a matter of opinion. We gotta get those defenseless black babies in the womb. Protect the trans kids. Human rights. 9/11.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
So Zachary Levi, not allowed to do anything political. Star Trek alumni signed Star Trek Against Trump treatise.
Up until this point, I really hadn't seen a hero like myself in a sci-fi franchise like Star Trek.
Never has there been a presidential candidate who stands in such complete opposition to the ideals of the Star Trek universe as Donald Trump. Funny, because you tried out your new woke ideals for the Star Trek universe, and let's see, Paramount just got sold.
So long, gay boys!
What if you'd made a mega Star Trek? You might have been able to save Paramount. Star Trek has always offered a positive vision of the future, a vision of hope and optimism. You mean you telling all the kids that our Earth's going to be destroyed in 12 years unless we tax every bit of carbon in existence? That kind of hope?
Tonight at 11.
And most importantly, a vision of inclusion, where people of all races are accorded equal respect and dignity. You mean they don't constantly attack straight white men and raise black non-binary bald lesbians up on a pedestal? Where individual beliefs and lifestyles are respected. Wouldn't that be nice if you didn't cancel everyone? So long as they pose no threat to others. Oh, so it's okay to cancel everyone. Of course, we got George Takei in there, some Frank, Spiner, Will Wheaton, of course, LeVar Burton, obviously. And then we even got the new ones, the ones who helped destroy Star Trek, Pine, Peg, Saldana, Zachary Quinto, John Cho, and more. And then, of course, the widow and son of Spock had to come out against Trump, too, for good measure.
Trans youth who finally they have like a character to cosplay that's like made for them, you know?
Geeks and Nerds for Harris streaming live on YouTube. So they started off the whole Trump situation, the first election, with Trek Against Trump, and now we got Geeks and Nerds for Harris streaming live on YouTube. Yay! And who's in that? Of course, Will freaking Wheaton.
I know this may finish me as an acting ensign, but
shut up, Wesley.
Feel free to pause and look at all these commies who hate you and want to put the world into a sci-fi dystopia where we're brain chipped and we have a global digital ID attached to our social credit score and our carbon ration card and our calorie card. And
Commie, traitor to our country!
I know it sounds crazy, right? Sounds crazy. Well, let's go to the oldest Will Wheaton article I found. From 2014, what do you think he's talking about? Oh yeah, Gamergate. Will Wheaton, anonymous trolls are destroying online games. Here's how to stop them. And what's their answer? What Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian always going on about? Destroying online and anonymity. Because the mean trolls, they're attacking all the women's and the trans kids and ignore our absolute coordinated campaigns when we cancel people to harass them. Ignore all of that. And we would never do that. It's only the mean Gamergaters attacking us. And so for the trans kids and the Zoe Quinns, same thing. No more anonymity, global digital ID attached to your social credit score, because we need to know whether or not you're being mean to the women's and the trans kids online. It's for an inclusive future. We're going to the stars, guys. The stars. And by that we mean the mines. Straight to the mines, kids.
I am shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
Will Wheaton, I will always feel the burn, but now I'm with her. So Mr. I have absolutely zero principles is a Bernie supporter. Zoom also loves the Soviet Union as well. But he has such strong principles for socialism, now he supports Hillary Clinton. After the Democrats yet again stole the nomination from old Byrne. But yeah, zero principles. Protecting democracy over here, though. Indivisible against Trump, a practical guide to fighting back. So this is after they lost the election. So he's allowed to do this. Zachary Levi. You have the wrong ideas. You're a threat to people. I understand why the deplorables are walking around with their dicks out, setting couches on fire and flipping over cars every chance they get. So this is after 2016. Funny, because in the 2020 election, I believe black people and white meth head communists were setting couches on fire and flipping over cars every chance they get while robbing and looting. They know that nobody is going to stop them. Reminds me of another group of people. They're as empowered as they've been in a generation, and they're just getting started for giving black people the highest income they've ever had. Donald Trump is not just profoundly unqualified to be president, gave black people the highest income they've ever had, but poses a legitimate and clear danger to the safety of Americans and the stability of the world. Oh wait, there's more. Lifelong fan of PBS and libraries, he has one book he can't recommend. Salon talks to Wheaton about The Great American Read and how Trump ruined post-apocalyptic sci-fi for him because apparently we are now living in a post-apocalyptic world, and so now he can't enjoy them. But then I assume he cheered on lockdowns just 2 years later. He probably still wears a mask. At last, accountability on this is on his willwheaton.net that I immediately got off of because I thought I was about to get hacked. But I'm pretty sure this is Will Wheaton's website. At last, accountability, and this is Trump getting impeached, and he doesn't seem to understand what impeachment is. Will Wheaton remembers William Shatner being a real jerk on set, and you go down and basically Shatner just made fun of him and scoffed at him, and it made poor Will all super sad and his fifis. But then it turns out Shatner was right. Everyone ended up hating Will Wheaton's character. So if people would have just listened to Shatner's vibe of immediately not liking Will Wheaton, probably would have made for a better show.
And since I am finished here, sir, may I point out that...
Shut up, Wesley.
It's just like, Will, we already really like William Shatner. You don't have to make us like him more. Elon Musk taunts Trent Reznor for quitting Twitter. Will Wheaton shreds Musk back. And Will Wheaton rages at Larry David for Elmo tag. Appalling, unforgivable, despicable. I was abused as a kid and then you choked Elmo? Oh no. Homer Simpson must be stopped. So Will Wheaton's allowed to do all this constantly all the time. I could have done way more tabs. But oh no, Zachary Levi is not allowed to support Trump through supporting RFK and Tulsi. You don't hate the left enough. Please let me know your comments on Will Wheaton, and if you said any gamer words while listening to this video. Oh my god, look at this. Oh no. Oh, look at his little pin. It's gay. It's gay. Say some words about Will Wheaton down in the comments. Like and subscribe. More videos are coming on their way now that I'm officially a YouTube channel. I'm gonna say the gamer word.
Amen. Amen.
Thanks for watching, and please follow the algorithm on your way out and support the channel by becoming a YouTube member.